All right, slowly but surely getting there. Okay. So welcome everyone to Alibaba.com's content series. I'm your host, Daniel. I'm from Alibaba's account management team out of New York City. I wanted to welcome you to today's session on the product optimization score. So just some quick housekeeping before we get started. This webinar will be recorded and posted on Alibaba's social media channels such as YouTube and the Alibaba Seller Success Hub, so you can reference it at any time in the future. Our previous and future content series will also be stored there for your use and convenience, so feel free to check seller.alibaba.com to find videos, webinars, and topics for all things related to your Alibaba.com seller account. So today, the session will be a little different. We have a pre-recorded video of using the product operation score or scoring system inside your account. We'll go ahead and play that. It's about 5 to 6 minutes. Then we'll open the floor for some questions and answer anything you have related to your account to make sure that we can help you understand this new tool as well as any other tools that you have questions about. So yeah, from there, let's get started and we'll go ahead and pull up the video. Welcome to Alibaba.com's web content series. I'm your host, Dan, and today we'll be covering the product operation catalog menu. This is a new addition to your Alibaba.com seller account. It can help you optimize, improve performance, and have an overall positive impact on your experience on Alibaba.com. You can find this feature in My Alibaba inside your account. And obviously, first and foremost, before we get totally started, this webinar will be available online on YouTube and Alibaba.com Seller Success Hub for you to view anytime after this recording. To find the product operation menu, you need to go to My Alibaba and use the purple toolbar on the left-hand side of your screen to find the Products tab. Under Products, there is going to be an option at the top left that says Product Operation Platform. Once you open the Product Operation Platform, you're going to have a familiar interface to my Manage Product screen where you'll have an entire listing of your catalog and your products for you to review to improve performance. In this test account, you'll see a few different listings with a few different product types that we'll walk through today. On the main menu, you're going to notice a few things. One, new products you posted within the last 90 days, and then a toolbar of basic products, potential products, top products, and super products, which are all reflective of listings inside of your own catalog. The product operation platform is going to teach you how to take your product from a 0 all the way to 120. Now, most products on Alibaba.com will start in the potential product category. In this instance, the test account has 9 basic products broken down here under the tab. Each tab will have different subsections to show you different products that are at different levels. Within those tabs, you're going to see the product's individual score, where they are up to standard, and where they need optimization to improve performance. To find the performance level of each product, you can click on a drop-down on the right to see where you could provide more information to Alibaba to make your product perform better. The main aspects of this are that it's different than the product information score. When you get started on Alibaba.com, the products have a score associated with how much data you have provided us and our onboarding team. This will use some of this information, but it will also rely on real-time metrics on Alibaba to improve the performance of your products. Within this tab, you'll see different pieces of the information that you may need to provide more clarity to Alibaba on, and you'll also see the conversion rate and the number of inquiries your products are going to need to perform better in the marketplace. Think of this tool simply as a way to see a path for your products to go from basic to potential to top and to super. Now, on the right-hand side of each optimization tip will be different things you can do to improve performance of your products. One of them can be providing more product information, which will take you to the back end of any product you have posted on Alibaba.com to provide more data and information. The conversion rate will take you up to the KWA screen or the Advertising Marketing Center to improve performance in a paid capacity. or it will let you know what are some organic ways to increase conversion by setting up showcases or trade assurance or other aspects of your Alibaba account to increase performance. Now, all of these scores will add up to the criteria in the main product growth score section for you to move the products up and down within the system. Potential products, like mentioned before, are typically the most common products in people's catalogs. Potential products are at the cusp of being a top product and receiving a traffic bonus, receiving more exposure, and receiving more opportunities on Alibaba.com. Typically, the best way to move through here again is by increasing the conversion of your products and receiving a certain amount of inquiries. Once inside the top product range, you could find the text here that will say that your products are going to be receiving extra bonus traffic. You'll also be allowed to be found in more promising positions within the organic search results as they accrue more performance over time, and these will overall be some of your best sellers. Super products are the next level in the chain, which is a product that is a perfect fit for the marketplace and is performing really, really well organically and in a paid capacity. The product optimization platform will teach you all the tools in your Alibaba seller account to improve product performance, to improve searchability, and ultimately improve on getting you more leads over time. Why this is important is it also impacts your star rating on Alibaba.com. You'll now find under analytics and star rating an update to some of the ways that star ratings are scored. Your current star rating will now include premium products or top products from the product operation platform, as well as the information score, quick response rate, marketing visitors, and conversion for Alibaba to make sure that you are getting as many customers as possible. Think about it simply, the more top products you have, the easier it will be to maintain and leverage your star rating going forward on the site so that you get as much exposure as possible on Alibaba.com. After this session, there will be a Q&A regarding the product operation platform to make sure that anything on this video that can be cleared up or provided in more detail. And following the presentation, you'll also have the live session with myself. So the product operation platform, in short, will be something that helps you improve your catalog, helps you improve your performance, helps you increase the amount of leads that you get on Alibaba. And again, this can be found online on Alibaba.com's Seller Success Hub, along with all the other related content that we post regarding Alibaba.com. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the Q&A session.
Awesome. Well, that was a quick how-to on the product operation platform. And just to sum that up, overall, the product operation platform is going to give you more detail and, more importantly, a more clear path to increasing your performance on Alibaba over time. Effectively, what this is going to do is give you a playbook and help you understand how to improve on Alibaba. So questions in the chat or in the Q&A section are on the bottom right-hand side of your menu, maybe at the top actually. You can fire in as many as you like, and I'll happily answer them as they come in. So we have the first question coming in from Len. The number of premium products to get a higher star. How do I get more premium products? Well, it's a great question. So premium products on Alibaba are going to come from two places, Len. One of them is in My Alibaba when you post products and provide certain data points like price, like name, like keywords to our system, and that will assign the product a score out of 5 on the back end. In an account, you would see a circle on the right-hand side of the screen that would allow you to learn what the score of that product is, and it will be given a score such as high quality, average, or needs improvement. That's how you would get a higher star there. And in addition, star ranking in the future will also take into account top products that are in your operation platform. How do you get a top product in the operation platform? You provide Alibaba as much information as possible about your products, and you also are able to hit conversion metrics such as number of inquiries, such as conversion percentage based on the category and the type of product that it is to improve performance. So in short, you post more, you provide us as much detail as possible, and then you use the tools in your account to make sure that they are performing well over time, and that will be factored into your score. Great question though. So plenty of time for more. Is there anything that's, related to products, related to, related to postings, related to star rating that can answer? Okay, next question. All right. Hassan, next question. Thank you for writing in. How often is this going to be updated? For instance, is this on a weekly basis that products get reevaluated as far as jumping from basic to potential or potential to top? And follow up to that question is, what are the extra points for and what do they do? So good two-part question, Hassan. Thank you. So this should be updated for the most part, like all other Alibaba data, with a 2-day delay. Right. So as you do the work for your products, it is typically updated in the system after 2 days of work for you to see that progress and see where your products are ending up. Now, the bonus points are actually for, if you want to call them, top products or super products, right? The extra points come from getting more than the standard amount of inquiries on Alibaba, which would mean that your product is a good fit for the marketplace. And over time will accrue bonus points that help your products stabilize and stay as top products. Good question. Tom asks, how do I access this info on YouTube? I don't have a link handy, but maybe I can post it in the chat when I get a second here, Tom, so you can have that. I believe we email these out after each recording as well, so we'll send out the YouTube link if possible. Okay, a couple more in the chat. So Yam asks, how do I convert potential products to top products and then top to super? Good question, right? I think the playbook here is to, at the end of the day, get inquiries on these products. Use your showcases, tweak the offering to make sure that the products are not only converting well in search, but also getting a consistent amount of inquiries. Within the product operation platform, it will tell you how many inquiries each product needs to actually move up to the next level. Those levels and inquiries are fairly achievable for the most part, and it's just a matter of leveraging the tools like KWA, showcasing, keyword optimization, so on and so forth, to really move those products up. So that's a good question. Anonymous question: if product quality, the quality score is already good, but the product is not converting from basic to potential, what is it that we need to do? Also a really good question. From there, I would say you need to go under the hood at the product and take a look at things such as pricing, art, creative. Within the product operation platform, it will tell you the conversion rate of the specific product in your catalog, and it will tell you effectively what percent it's converting at and where it needs to be. For the most part, getting it to move from basic to potential is probably getting a few clicks. I would again recommend using your showcase feature here to put this product in the window. Or use an advertising campaign that you could use to specifically target those types of products and campaigns to get the conversion and clicks that they need. James asked whether we can have a different format where I would ask you guys questions. Of course, I will take that into consideration next time, James. Thank you for your feedback. If that makes it easier, I'm happy to incorporate that in the future to make it a little easier to ask these questions. But I do think having the ability to ask questions of the crowd and then kind of field those can be, definitely helpful as well. Arjit asks, how to increase the conversion rate if we have already optimized products, but there are not enough unique visitors? Well, I think here, this is another good question. I would really leverage product showcasing. I would leverage the account management team. I would leverage, again, I think going under the hood of this product and trying to tweak it to make sure it fits the marketplace, right? Alibaba is obviously a competitive place. We need to make sure that all our products are up to par as far as the rest of the marketplace and are competitive, so we are able to gain that extra conversion and win those clicks in the prominent places. So, I definitely think that's a fair question to ask, like increasing that conversion rate. And there is quite a solid amount of resources on Alibaba.com Seller Success Hub to help you do that as well in a written format that can be helpful. And I advise you to check there as well. But good question. Got a couple of questions here coming into the chat. Just a second here. Nicole asked, what if we only have 10 products listed? We've been told to list more products, but have not made a sale with even 10 products we have listed. Well, Nicole, I would definitely lean into the product operation channel, right? Like, I think the most important thing about Alibaba is understanding that it does take time to do these things, right? Alibaba often gets compared to a lot of different marketplaces, but Alibaba definitely operates quite well as a lead generation tool, and we want to get you as much opportunity as possible to get that type of deal, right? I think with the way leads work on this platform, we have to make sure that you're going through what we give you to engage, stay on top of them, and most importantly, interact with the leads to make sure that they are getting your undivided attention, or they're getting your undivided attention. But good question. And obviously you can connect with your account manager and our team to help us through, or to have us help you through anything of the sort. Some more stuff in the chat. I'm just going down here. Mohammed asks, how can I upgrade to standardized products? The recommendation is showing that on basic products, despite the score. That's a good call out. Currently, that within the product operation tool is related to trade assurance, which we are currently working on for US sellers. So at the moment, that is weighted pretty low on the scale of the overall product performance. What I would advise you to focus on here is actually the inquiries you get on your products. And again, you can do that through Showcase. You can do that through, keyword advertising. You can do that through optimizing the creative, the content, the prices of your products to make sure that they're getting the points elsewhere, where they are often weighted more highly. So that's a good question. And my advice is, ultimately to focus on what you can control, and that's getting those inquiries. Yes, Nicole, you can find the other training videos on YouTube. There should be one about showcases. If there's not, there should be one on the Seller Success Hub of Alibaba.com. Thank you, Albin, for sharing the YouTube link. You can find it in the chat. There should be plenty of content from myself, my manager, Sarah Nixon, and a lot of other folks at the Alibaba New York office. We'd be happy to help and assist and jump in. Hassan asked, if a product is getting tons of impressions but not a lot of clicks, can it still be up for an upgrade? Can it qualify for being a super product? That's a good question, Hassan, right? Impressions and clicks are obviously the lifeblood of getting inquiries, right? So yes, I definitely think to answer the second part of your question, yes, it can certainly qualify to be a super product, but I think it begs the question back, right? Is if we're getting a ton of impressions but not a ton of clicks, what aren't we doing right now with this product to make it improve in performance, right? Again, we can look at keyword advertising. We can look at going under the hood on this product and conducting, almost an analysis of the marketplace. Is this product, it seems like if we're getting impressions, we're in the right place. But if we're not winning those clicks, what's the difference between us and some of the other competitors on the platform that are similar to us, right? Like those are the types of questions I would think about, and those were the types of places I would advise you to look to make sure that you're, making sure the offering is going to be competitive in the marketplace. So I think if you're getting impressions but not clicks, it's a fixable problem, is what I'm trying to say. Hans asks, what's the best way to improve the quick response rate by using a combination of autoresponder and manual response? So great question, Hans. I think for the most part, the autoresponder on Alibaba.com is going to make your life as a seller a lot easier. Why is this the case? Is because the automatic responder will effectively fire back preset qualifying questions to make sure that the leads that are sending you inquiries are effectively going to be a quality opportunity for you. What does that mean? Right? You can ask the buyers right away in real time once they send the inquiry, how much they're looking to purchase, where they're from, what's the reason they're looking to purchase, something along those lines. And it can help you actually understand who are the best leads to target and respond to in time, right? Like I think in a way, you should also respond to everything to make sure that you're getting the touch points on these leads. With a lot of products on Alibaba.com and ultimately a lot of eyes on a lot of products, you want to make sure that you're giving the best service possible to the buyers to win that bid and their attention. So good question. Alice asks, are super products more likely to appear in top searches? So yes, they are. Super products are effectively products that have received a lot of organic conversion and paid conversion, as well as inquiries across the board, right? Those are likely to be ranked very highly in the search results over time, and they're likely to stay there if they're able to get consistent inquiries. So like if you have a super product, it should tell you that the product is set up right. It doesn't mean that you should not work on it going forward, because I think that you should definitely take a look at all of your listings, no matter how well they do at the end of the day on Alibaba. And you should make sure that, they are there to stay effectively. The conversion stays high and the inquiries come in. A couple more questions coming through here, no problem. Len asks, I sent a lot of quotations, but I'm having trouble getting them to work. And I don't receive too many inquiries. What would you recommend to me? Well, and I think that's two questions in one, and I'll definitely try and answer them both as clearly as I can. So if you have been sending a lot of RFQs, I would ask, well, where have you been sending them to? What types of buyers are out there? I would obviously note that the RFQs are open to 10 sellers at a time for the product. So we also have to be very cognizant of the type of content and messaging, and we're really putting in those. At the end of the day, that can be the difference maker between winning an RFQ and not, right? RFQs can be really strong tools to supplement lack of inbound inquiries, but at the same time, I think optimizing what you send in your catalog or what you have in your catalog that you can offer buyers is worth your time as well to really improve that. Maybe they are looking at your RFQs that you're sending, but there's just not that hook on the product that's making them respond back. And as far as organic inquiries go, I think we need to take a look at a couple things there, like your star rating. Are your products where they rank on the optimization scale? You mentioned that you've been with us for about a few months now. Maybe we need to connect with your account manager or connect offline to have a more individualized experience to make sure that we get to the bottom of that. So maybe if you can send me an email after this, that would be great. I would be happy to sync up with you and your account manager as well. So good question, and appreciate the comment. An anonymous question. Under which particular categories are products now considered premium products? So it's not necessarily category based. Definitely want to be clear there. You can have a premium or a top or a super product across any category on Alibaba.com. And actually, the thing that makes it that type of product is its individual performance and conversion, mostly weighed against that category that it's in. So all products and all categories will have different conversion metrics and layers that products have to meet. Depending on where the product is placed, that will tell you what it means to get that product to be premium or top, right? For the most part, again, I would focus on giving as much information as possible to Alibaba as far as pricing, attributes, content, creative, to ensure that you have a high product information score on the back end, because that will also help you when your products are getting advertised and put in the showcase and promoted across the site to perform better and ultimately move them up that scale and that pipe that we just saw. So good question. Simple answer is category is only going to tell you how you need to compete against products that are similar. Anything can be a top product, but good question. All right. So we have Gagan asked, how can we upgrade our products to standardized products? Good question. This is related to trade assurance. So you want to apply first and foremost to have trade assurance on your account. That's also going to be in My Alibaba under Help Center, under business verification. I would make sure that you have this feature enabled because that will allow you to post ready to ship and standardized products. From there, you'll just need to give us additional data points like weights, dimensions of the product in a box, and that type of information to get products listed as standard. So in short, it's trade assurance. It's giving us some additional data points that we didn't previously request, and then you can go from there. All right, we still have a few minutes here on the chat or on the webinar, so feel free to keep the questions coming. I see some more here in the chat. Just give me a second to read those here. No problem. You're welcome, Gabe. Okay, so I'm seeing it in the chat here. What are some tips you have for me to get into top products? Yeah, another great question, right? I think the best way to get top products is over time, making sure that you're tweaking the offering to match the marketplace. Are you using your advertising dollars that come with your account? If you've just recently signed on, are you using all of your showcases? Are you really leaning into the account management team to grow and help your account? Like staying engaged with us is also a huge key here, a huge tip that I would recommend to just about anybody on this webinar is, our team here in the States and our team at Alibaba is here to help you. Your service provider is, basically tasked with making sure that they're on top of your account and, leveraging all of the things that you're mentioning to help you. So, if you haven't been doing this, please do, lean into the team, lean into us. We're here to help, and we're happy to make sure that everything you ask is answered along the way. So yes, thank you for that question. So we got about 5 minutes left here. Chat seems to be clear. So I'll give it a minute or two more just to make sure that you guys can put in as many questions as possible. James, I do see you have your hand raised. So if possible, if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. I'd be happy to answer it. Okay, Arib asked, does limited product selection in KWA with high budget make those products super products? I want to make sure I understand your question. So if you can clarify further as I'm trying to answer it, that would be great. You mean basically by running a campaign, this is how I think, this is what I think the question is. Basically, if you run a campaign with a specific set of products, like a smaller amount, let's say you want to focus on t-shirts if you sell those, right? Yes, you can drive more conversion to those specific set of products by setting up an individualized custom campaign for those. That can help them get closer to super product, right? Like I think the way you would want to think about this is if you had a t-shirt, for example, are you promoting across the strongest keywords in this category or that are relevant to this product, right? Are you getting the top positions where you're going to have the best chance to convert and you're going to have the best chance to land the inquiry? That would be the stuff that gets you those extra points in the operation platform to increase performance. So yes, I think your assumption is a good one. Running smaller campaigns for specific sets of items across more keywords will help you get closer to it at the end of the day, but I obviously encourage some patience, right? It probably will not happen overnight. It will be something that you have to make sure you consistently tweak and edit to maximize performance, right? So especially when it comes to the spend, right? I would advocate that if you're using a campaign to do this, you pay particular attention to the types of keywords that you're bidding on and the types of positions that you are getting. There is going to be a scoring system also on the back end of keyword advertising that tells you how good of a fit some of your products are here on Alibaba for those searches. So Len asks, what's the best way to get more quotes? Well, if you're talking about inbound inquiries, Len, I think it's two things, right? I think it's going to be making sure that your products are matching what the marketplace on Alibaba says, right? The best way to get more quotes is to be competitive in the search results that you end up in, right? So if you're running advertising campaigns or you have strong organic performance or you're generating a lot of impressions, but maybe not a ton of clicks or quotes, maybe we need to go back to the drawing board on the products that are actually live on the site and take a look at what's going on under the hood to make sure that the Alibaba algorithm will, effectively help you perform better, right? Like at the end of the day, getting those inquiries by having, a strong product page with very clear creative content and art around your picture, having the top keywords from the system, you can leverage that in your Alibaba account to find those types of keywords, to add those to your titles to make sure you're there, right? And like make sure you have a complete company profile. One thing that, I think sellers tend to forget sometimes is that these buyers on Alibaba are really learning about you for the first time. And to learn about you, it'd be a great thing to have like a full complete profile that showcases your business for all the, unique value you bring to our marketplace. And, I think like not only having great products, but also having a complete profile to tell these buyers who are learning about you for the first time who you are is a great step to get more. And again, I think you can connect with our team on that type of stuff. All right, so we only have a couple minutes here, maybe a minute left actually. So a couple questions in the chat. Some of them are regarding violations. I would consult your team on this. Alibaba just has different rules for posting different products. Your service provider can give you some insights on some of these things. So, I'd advise that you connect with them there. And if there's anything further, you can try and connect with us on our side. Yes, and Gagan asks, where her mentions, I have a product in the ice cream category. It seems niche, but I've spent money on KWA. I'm not receiving the inquiries as expected. Please suggest what can be done. Because I have less time, I will try. I think we might need to connect offline about this. I would say what you want to do here is make sure that you have, maybe we need to take a look at how some of these products are being listed on Alibaba compared to other ice cream type of products. I mean, that would probably be my first stone to uncover would be, what does my product look like compared to the rest and what can I do from there? I will send out an email after this because I see Lan asked a question further. Can you share with my email with you guys? We will send out an email after that will help you connect with our account management team. So yes, I think those might be questions that are better saved for a more one-on-one conversation. So see a few more things came in the chat. Let me just see what we have here, and then we'll finish up. Sufyan asks, what I understand about super products is that to get them totally optimized and getting impressions, we need a little bit of help from Alibaba.com. And then it will eventually move up the ratings. So yes, you know, I know that's not verbatim what you typed there, but you know, that is kind of the that is exactly on the right thinking, right? Like, it will take time to do this, and it will take, you know, basically results through Alibaba to get your products up to scale, right? The big thing is, can we get them into the top product range? Really start to see the bonuses that can help them get more inquiries. James, you asked the best way to get in touch with me. We'll send an email after this. That way you have all our contact information, so we can assist and really take care from there. An anonymous attendee, final question. I do see that this tool can really help improve the performance, but optimization is one thing and time investment is another. Does this need to be done regularly? So yes and no, right? Like, I think that paying attention to this is going to take, you know, is going to be an important thing that I recommend that you do to make sure that Alibaba is something that works for you in the long term. We do need to pay attention in the interim period to make sure that all of our listings are up to par and getting, you know, the proper amount of impressions, clicks, and inquiries. So yes, you know, I think we can also, and if you have maybe, you know, if time is a factor, right? We also offer full account management service through all of our service providers. What is that, right? Full account management can help really with these exact things. They can help manage your products. They can help answer your inquiries. They can help use your RFQs. They can help leverage the KWA in your account. I think if time investment becomes a difficult thing, you can totally lean on our Alibaba team. There is a service for that, full account management, you know, that we do offer. There's different service levels, which obviously come at different price points, but you know, sometimes if you chat with the team, we can you know, we can really lean in there and alleviate some of that pain for you. So that would be my advice there. If time investment becomes a thing, there is a service called full account management that can help you. So we have gone slightly over here. I appreciate the questions. Thank you so much, guys, for giving me so much to talk about. I'm totally happy to do it, of course. And you know, I think maybe here's what we'll call it. We'll send an email with this webinar with our contact information after, so you can get in touch with us. Just want to say again, this will be available on the Alibaba.com Seller Success Hub, on our YouTube channel. You can find that in the comments here. We'll also make sure to include it in the email. And yeah, that will be that. Thank you so much for being, you know, an active crowd. Much appreciated. Thank you for all your time, and you know, thanks for bearing with us and enjoying the webinar, and hope it was good. So, all right, we'll go from there and see you next time.